Hey there, Gemini. How's it going? Hope everything's going good with you and yours. Welcome to your May 2nd, 2022 weekly reading. We're going to be looking at a couple of oracle cards here. We're also going to be looking at your past, your present, and your future, as well as some clarifiers for all that. Hopefully everything's resonating with you, and if it does, that's awesome. If it doesn't, it's just not part of your message, or just isn't your message, so no need to worry about that. So just leave what resonates and take the rest. If it does resonate, though, the best way to let me and YouTube know you like what I do here is to leave a like down below and a comment as well. Best ways to let us know. And of course, if you're new to the channel, thanks for showing up for the first time. Pleasure to meet you. You can subscribe if you want to stick around. And if you're returning to the channel, thank you so much for coming back. Hopefully everything's going good since the last time we met, since the last time we got together here. Wow, that is, that future is looking good. Oh my Lord. So we're starting things off here. We got the bee spirit, and we've also got the... Excuse me, I'm trying to do something here, mister. No, stay put. You were fine where you were. Oh my Lord, Mr. Fluff. But here we are. We got the bee spirit saying sweet results await, and we also have the peacock spirit here saying let it shine. Oh my Lord. Oh my no. He's kicking. So with these, it's just saying the work you're putting in here at this time is really going to be paying off. And when it does pay off, I feel like, you need to let it shine. You need to let it flow. You need to show the world, hey, I was successful. I went out and achieved what I was trying to achieve at this time here. I think that's really awesome. I also think just letting your confidence shine, saying like, hey, I'm going to do this. Like, telling people you're going to accomplish something. It's kind of speaking it into reality here. And I think that's a good way to let it shine as well. So let us look at your past energy here. Excuse me, sir. You're being a little bit of a nuisance. You're lucky you're so cute. You're lucky you're so cute. But we got the High Priestess here. We got the Ten of Pentacles, and we got the Chariot in your past energy here. High Priestess and the Chariot, interestingly enough, we got Pisces and Cancer energy here, so maybe you got one of those in your chart. That's good. Nice little bonus for you here, coming in strong. Also with those two, and the Ten of Pentacles here, it's really saying that you're going after what you want. Like you have this kind of intuition about something that you want to achieve here with the High Priestess. Like you really kind of trust in your intuition, trusting the universe. And the Ten of Pentacles saying like, this is something really I value, something I really want out of my life. I'm going to go for it. And with the Chariot, you're really taking I feel like you've taken the steps here already. Like you've started out down the path, even like, all right, I'm leaving the city behind because the city doesn't hold what I want. I'm moving forward. I'm moving on and going to find what I want here in the future. So I like that a lot. So let's look at some clarifiers. If Journey will let us do it, if he'll let it happen, he's not gonna let it happen. He's a little jerk. He's a little cute jerk. But let's clarify that High Priestess first. See what we got going on for you. High Priestess is clarified by the Six of Swords. So maybe you've decided that you're moving on from something. The Six of Swords is a card of movement. So maybe doing some traveling here as well. Cancer's card, the Chariot, also a card of movement. So maybe you are doing some movement. Maybe you're... Look at these cats all over the place. No respect for a working man. But the Six of Swords here really telling us that you're moving on from something that was especially difficult or especially trying here, and you're moving on to something new. So let's take a look at that that Ten of Pentacles, and see what we got going on there as well. What do we got? Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. We got the Devil here. So Devil can represent sort of feeling chained to something, right? Or maybe you feel kind of like this is something you have to do. Maybe you feel like you need this in your life. This is something you really absolutely need to achieve here at this time. So let's clarify the Chariot as well. Yeah, it could be just saying like this is something like you kind of... been attached to this idea of this thing you want to achieve for a long time. Like you feel like it's so much a part of you that you want to accomplish this, or you want to realize this dream here. All right, and let's clarify the Chariot with that pop out. We got the Six of Cups now. Interesting, because we got the Devil and 3 sixes in your reading here. All right, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, and now the Six of Pentacles coming up here. So maybe you want to go give 666 an angel number checking out after this. But yeah, definitely with this, it feels almost like with the Chariot here, it's with the Six of Cups clarifying the Chariot, it's kind of maybe like this idea may have been something you came up with when you were a kid, right? Maybe this was an idea, you and your friends were kind of coming up with when you were younger, and you kind of like, they kind of joked around like, oh yeah, wouldn't that be cool if we did this when we got older? And like, you've always kind of hung on to that, like in the back of your mind, or in your thoughts somewhere. And you've been like, all right, I'm going to do this now. And now you're actually starting to like try and pursue it because this has been on your mind for so long. You're like, you know what? Oh, excuse me. This is what I'm after, and this is what I'm going for here. So I'm liking that. All right. In your present energy, we have the Six of Pentacles, as we mentioned earlier. We got the Nine of Swords, and we have the Empress here too. Six of Pentacles is a card of, being generous, a card of balanced energy, a card of trying to, just make sure everybody's well taken care of here. And that includes you too, of course, not just others in your life. With the Nine of Swords here, maybe fears of the unknown, fears of something going on in your life, fears of failure, fears of doubt, maybe just doubt and failure, thoughts creeping into your mind here. And with the Empress as well, you're trying to have abundance, trying to fight, kind of combat those, because these two are kind of opposite energies, right? The Nine of Swords really talking about like the negative thoughts. What if I fail? If I don't succeed? What if things don't work out? And the Empress is more of the line of like, no, well, even if I don't, that doesn't mean I'm done for good. That just means I didn't work out this time, right? It's that sort of scarcity mindset versus abundance mindset. And with the Six of Pentacles here too, I feel like you need to kind of balance those energies out, right? You can't go one way or the other too much, right? It's almost saying like, it's okay to have those concerns and those worries because those keep us kind of open to pitfalls. That keeps us open to potential, bumps in the road, potential worries, instead of just saying like, oh, it's all just going to work out fine, right? It just kind of keeps you open to that, but you got to keep it in check so it doesn't go completely down that road. What am I saying? But with the Empress, it's the opposite. It's like the kind of like you have to be open and say like, hey, even if it doesn't work out, like we can still have opportunities. We can still try again, but also not having that like endless positivity, that endless optimism, being like, it doesn't matter what I do. If I mess up, I have infinite tries at this, right? You don't necessarily do, but it's a good idea to kind of have that mindset of like, I'm not going to let a failure set me back, right? I'm not going to let that ruin all the things I've worked so hard for here. So I'm liking that. I like that you need this balance here, which is interesting because we got a bit of it coming up here in your future as well. So I like that a lot. So let's start by clarifying the Six of Pentacles. What do we have for you? Clarifying the Six of Pentacles. We got the Four of Swords. So yeah, definitely maybe some rest here. Maybe working on something by yourself here at this time as well. With the Four of Swords, making sure you're giving yourself adequate rest as well. Not like you're not just running yourself ragged, So I like that. And with this Nine of Swords, what do we have as well? Clarifying the Nine of Swords, we got the Nine of Cups here as well. So there's definitely like a sense of wanting fulfillment and wanting satisfaction, and a fear of maybe not achieving that, maybe not being able to, that this isn't gonna, be as good as you thought, right? It's like, it's kind of one of those things, maybe you're worried that it's not going to be as sweet as you dreamt it up to be, right? When you were young, right? You thought, oh, it's going to be so cool and stuff. And now you've gotten older, and it's like, am I like too old and jaded now? And now like if I do even accomplish this, it's going to be like, well, it wasn't as good as I thought, right? Yeah, it's kind of like wanting you never tried a certain like food or something like that before, and it's like everyone says, oh, it's gonna be so good, and you built it up, and then you finally eat it, and you're like, yeah, it's all right. It's like, it was okay, and I feel like you might be really worried about that here, but I feel like you're heading in the right direction, though. I feel like you're gonna be achieving what you want here. I feel like it's gonna be good, because the bee spirit is saying sweet results. Like, I feel like this is still gonna be good regardless for you. And this Empress, let's clarify her, see what we got for you. got the Ace of Wands. So yeah, definitely go for it, energy. Definitely don't let the fears hold you back here when you're trying to pursue things. Yeah, don't let that kind of negative energy stop you from achieving something. A friend of mine always says, I think he might have gotten this from someone else, and I don't know if there is I don't know who said this, but it's like, don't let perfection get in the way of doing something great, right? You know what I mean? Like, don't be like, it's got to work out perfect, or when it's like, it maybe it doesn't necessarily be perfect, but it's still great, it's still awesome, right? It's still something that's like, ooh, that was worth the work, that was worth the trouble, right? And I've also heard people say, don't let fears hold you back, like when they say, like, when is the best time to start something, right? I hear that sometimes when people are talking about like projects and stuff, and it's like, well, the best time to start was yesterday, the next best time to start is today, right? And don't let like that kind of perfect moment and kind of idea hold you back here. So let's look at what we got here. Your future is really good, really good. We got the Star, Temperance, and the Sun. That's awesome. That's so good. Especially the Sun here. Happiest card in the deck, all this positivity, all this good vibrations going on in your life. Like, you're heading towards something very, very good here. Like the Bee Spirit saying, sweet results await. Let it shine with the Peacock Spirit. Let that happiness, let that positivity shine. Let your star shine, right? Like, let that go too, right? It's like, this is so good here. With the Star here, Gemini, really, like, you're going to be achieving a wish. You're going to be achieving this dream you're trying to accomplish here for sure. Like, this is going to be coming true for you in the future. You just gotta work at it. Keep that balanced energy with Temperance here. Make sure you're staying balanced. Make sure you're being fair here, mister. And make sure you have 2 cats on your table at all times. But like, no, just being fair, just being balanced here, just trying to achieve what you want to achieve, and not being denied here, because Temperance, really, you can see the angel mixing the 2 cups here, and it's saying, like, don't be afraid to try different things. Don't be afraid to mix it up. Don't let fear hold you back from being, kind of open to experiments and open to new ideas here. Excuse me, sir, Mr. Jealous Pants. What are you doing here? Oh my lord. You're too fluffy and lovable for your own good. You know that? All right. So, let's get some clarifiers going. See what we got for your future cards. Let's start with the Sun, happiest card in the deck. What do we got here? What do we have? Clarifying this, the Sun is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, clarifying the Sun. So yeah, just keeping an eye on your goals, keeping an eye on your future, working towards that, working towards growth, working towards potential here. I like that a lot. Clarifying the Star, we have, what do we have clarifying the Star, Gemini? We've got the King of Swords. So just being realistic about things, right? Just trying to cut through to the heart of the matter here as well with that King of Swords. I really like that. Like I say, you're trying to get to this wish, to this dream. It's like, don't be afraid to kind of be truthful and honest with yourself. Don't be afraid to kind of be like, all right, well, here's the facts. How are we going to get there, right? Like, be honest with yourself in that regard, because you're looking towards the future happiness with this Page of Wands. The King of Swords wants you to, be like, okay, well, how will I do this? Like, what is the way to do this? Like, what is the path? What are the steps I'm going to take? And maybe you don't know every single little step, but what are those big beats, right? Those big moments. Like, what are those big accomplishments, those milestones you have to do in order to achieve this, right? So I like that a lot. And lastly, clarifying Temperance here. What do we have? Clarifying Temperance. We've got Death here. So sign of Scorpio, so maybe a Scorpio in your chart, but yeah, Temperance being clarified by Death. Like, this is a cycle, this is a transformation for sure coming through for you. We got all 3 water signs here with you now, with Pisces and Cancer before, and now Scorpio showing up here. So maybe if you got water in your chart, maybe go give that reading a checking out after this here. But with Death, clarifying Temperance, it's just saying, like, hey, this is a cycle. We're changing something. We're changing our attitude, changing up what we're going to be doing from here on out here. Maybe moving on to a situation where it's like I am going to be open and I am going to be trying different things, and I am going to try and figure out how do I get from this milestone to that milestone in order to get to my ultimate goal here. Rather than maybe before you might have gone like, well, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I'm just going to start going, right? You didn't really have a plan like back here. It was just like, I just want to do this. And now you are like focusing, like I'm making plans. I'm making sure I'm going to achieve what I want to achieve. So hope that helped you out. Hope that resonated with you, Gemini. If you want to help out the channel, leave a like and a comment down below. Those help out a ton. You can also subscribe if you're new to the channel. You want to stick around. And of course, you can check out your sun, moon, and rising sign videos after this one, see what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. And I will see you, Gemini, next time.